Hi Sag, welcome to Omni Tarot. This is going to be your very own self-reflection tarot reading. So this is going to be timeless. Whenever you decide to tune in, this is when you need to hear the message, okay? So what we're going to talk about today is what is on your mind and what has been on your mind. What have you been thinking a lot about as of recently, or what do you need to reflect on in the next coming days because, something could be important to you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'm going to ask from you is for you to go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your bell notifications so that every time I upload, you won't miss out on anything because all of my videos are for you. You are every zodiac sign, so feel free to watch all of the other videos on the channel as well. And I also want to let you know that there will be a part 2 to your reading, so feel free to check out the extended on the website, and the links will be down below. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading, with your self-reflection. What have you been thinking about? What's going on? What major situations may come up in the next few days for you? So let's see. I feel like this is a reminder to yourself to stay respectful. We have, come on, be kind, it's free. Something about whatever's coming up or whatever you've been thinking about, you need to remind yourself, hey, if I just continue to antagonize the situation will only get worse. So the best thing that I can do is to be polite and be respectful and just hope for the best and try to, cooperate as best as I can. And either this is what you are telling yourself to remind yourself to be, or this is what you're expecting from somebody else. Okay, and then what else came out? All right. This card rarely comes out. We have clairaudient, psychic, sentience, or clairsentience and clairvoyant. It says, I'm a tarot reader. What's your superpower? So for this to come out and for it to be so rare, there is some major intuitive nudge that you're going to pick up in some sort of situation, or that you already have been picking up. And I feel like in your gut instinct, you're telling yourself, let me try to approach this situation in the most polite manner as I can, or else. Because anytime my gut instinct goes off, it always come to me as like a warning, like, hey, do you want to go in this direction? Or hey, do you want to say this? Or hey, do you want to relay this message to, this person in this way at this time? I don't know, I feel like some of you are trying to avoid something, or to stall something, or to just, I don't know. Let's see, what is this? In fact, for some of you, you could be experiencing this with someone in your family. Maybe there's something with a relative that you don't want to quite address the wrong way. So let's see. Can I get a preview for what we're going to talk about in part 2 before we continue on with this reading? What are we going to talk more about later? All right. So some of you are just trying to do your best, and some of you could be afraid to receive some sort of criticism, albeit constructive criticism, but some sort of criticism from a relative. Like, you could be doing better than what you're doing now. And you're just trying to tell them, hey, I'm doing my best. I'm doing what I can. I'm catching up. I might look a little scruffy, but hey, I'm still here. And I got a trophy in my hand. So I'm still doing something. Damn it. So if you've been having some sort of standoffish energy with the relative, we're going to talk more about that in the part 2. And then for others of you, I feel like this is with just your general associates. Just anybody who you talk to on a daily basis. Things have been getting a little tense with someone. Oh, shit. Alright, let's see. Like I said, either you're reminding yourself to express this more, or you're expecting this from somebody else. Because the first thing both of the same cards, first of all. So you're just trying to chill the situation out. Like I said, with whoever this individual is or people are, you've been on a tense, pathway with them for a little minute. Like everything between you all's interaction had been a little tight, a little not like every time you talk to this person, like you tense up and you feel a little guarded, and you're like, how is this situation? How is this conversation gonna go? And I feel like you're just trying to mellow things out within this individual. So anyway, whoever this is, you're trying to remind them that, hey, I am grateful for what you do. I am very happy that you show up, that you're present, and that you're here, and that you make space for me. I really need this, and it's really appreciated. Thank you. Or, like I said, this is what you would like to hear from somebody else, and it hasn't been said yet. Some of you are waiting to hear a thank you. Somebody hasn't told you thank you yet. Or maybe you feel like you need to say thank you to show more appreciation for something. Come on, be kind. It's free. That doesn't mean you got to go buy gifts or, go spend money, but just simply show up or to speak. Okay. Let's see. What is this? What we're talking about? What else do we have? All right. We got the Seven of Pentacles. Just waiting for things to grow or to get better or to improve. Trying to remain persistent in spite of difficulties or challenges being met. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, progress, but somehow still in reverse. So it's like every time you feel like you take a step forward, you take two steps back. I mean, it still is progress, but it's just a stutter step. And then we also have the Emperor. Okay. Where did the deck go? Use this one. So with that Seven of Pentacles, whatever you have built or have already started to grow, or whatever plant you started to develop already, you're glad that you did that. You're glad that you started something because it is showing some progress. It is showing some sort of reward. But I feel like right now you're struggling with trying to remain in good anticipation of something. Like I feel like your excitement for something is starting to slowly die out. And that's what's making you nervous. Because if that excitement is gone, you being a fire sign, once that fire is out, you're done. No more action being taken. You give up. Off to the next thing. And you're not really trying to do that because something is here, right here is growing. So you don't want to like completely give up on it. So you're trying to remain patient. You're trying to, remember why something is worthwhile, why you started something in the first place. Because you know that it was going to come with those rewards. So you're trying to keep that, that in mind. Despite you being tired and, like I said, wanting to give up. Okay? Yeah, you're not ready to walk away from this or to give up on this. And I don't feel like you should be. That's why you're trying to approach this in the right, in the right way. For some of you, this could talk about friendship. Making sure that you stay in good contact with someone. Now, with that Eight of Pentacles, that usually talks about you putting, I don't know what that is yet. This talks about you putting something into operation, you taking action so that something, like I said, can continue to grow. Again, you went from the 7 to the 8, so again, progress. But it's like every time you move forward, it gets more challenging, it gets more difficult, and things or people just simply don't start to work out anymore. It's just like, oh my God, why every time I feel like I move forward, it's some new problem I gotta deal with this. He's just telling me that I just need to like stop what I'm doing. No. It's just building you into a tough character. Okay? Just part of the game that you must play if you really want to see yourself as the victor in the situation. Okay, so be playful and enjoy the ride. And that's usually what you are. You're fun. You're playful. You take things lightly and you just tackle things and you get it done. And you look back and you're like, damn, I'm glad I did that. And I feel like that's the state of mind that you're trying to return to. So this is what you're being advised to do. Hey, just take on the challenge. You got it, because again, you come out as the emperor. The victor, the one who climbed the mountain, and now he gets to see everything at a bird's eye view. With better understanding, with more strength and wisdom that came from those experiences that made you into the perfect individual to handle this thing that you signed up for. It's helping you to stand true and preserve everything that you started out with. All those beliefs that you planted those seeds with and have grown into something fruitful for you. Trying to stay in contact with those same, or stay present with those same customs that you started out with, because look at where it's getting you. And right now you could be in a little tough spot with a person or with the endeavor, but just keep going. Keep remaining present. It's giving you the right kind of discipline you need, or maybe some of you need more discipline, or need more solid structure to better preserve something. And I also want to say, just because you're kind and polite does not mean that you can be so flimsy. And what I mean by that is not saying that you're a wishy-washy person, but what I mean is don't let kindness be the end-all be-all. Still make sure that you're being assertive. You can be kind, you can be polite, but you still have to put your foot down when you need to. So when you sense that things are off, it's okay to address it in a certain way to where things can still be, cordial and respectful and playful between one another, but things are still getting done in the ways that they should be. Or a relationship is going in a way to where it's still steady but also respectful. Okay. It's just helping you to be that more confident individual that you need to be for whatever it is, again, that you signed up for, or just whatever endeavors or relationships that you're involving yourself with. Nice. Okay. With that walk away from vicious cycles that's at the bottom, you definitely have grown. You're not the same person that you used to be, or you're not approaching situations in the ways that you used to, or you need not to. Because there's a better way for things to be addressed and for things to be handled. Or there's a more mature way to handle things. Okay. What is some final advice that I can give for you in regards to what we had talked about before I move on into your part 2? Let's see, what's going on in the influences around you? Okay, so this is a reminder again for that person who's being told, yeah, it's totally free to just be simply kind and polite. Don't hold a grudge. Or somebody around you is holding a grudge against you. I heard this is probably why they haven't said thank you, because they feel like you still owe them something. This is a controlling individual, or an individual who wants things to go their own way rather than the way of everyone. Okay, so that could be what you're picking up with this superpower here. Like it's a little intense emotion that somebody is holding on to. What's the best way for them to address that? And then we're going to go ahead and end this out. If anything resonated with you and you would like your own personal readings, I am available for that with the link down below to my website. Just go to my services tab and everything that I offer will be available to you. Okay. The best way for you to address whatever this intense emotion or grudge that this person has against you, You are stronger than you think. Okay, you can handle this situation. Like I said, with the Seven of Pentacles, you might want to give up, but you're not ready to do that. So just know that whatever challenges that you're being faced with, you're being made into the individual who can handle those challenges easily. Again, with that Emperor. Yeah. So just remind yourself of who you are, what you can handle, and get it handled. Okay. Be that force of change. If you want to see changes, you have to enforce them by, doing the changes yourself. All right. So again, for the part 2, for that person where you just need to tell, even if it's not a relative, but you just need to tell somebody or remind somebody, hey, I'm doing the best that I can. Please don't judge me too harshly because look, I'm here. I'm still doing what I can with what I have. Fight me. But anyway, so if you want to know more about that, like I said, the extended reading of your part 2 of your reflection is going to be listed down below with that link in the description box. And like I said, anything that you need from me, you know where to find me, and everything that I offer on Patreon is available as well. So feel free to check that out, and I will talk to you all later. So bye.